Hi, I'm Keita Alexander, and I'm here with my good friend Christopher. And we're so excited that the official music video for Tell My Friends is out, and you just watched it.
Oh my God, this collab has been in the making for such a long time, and I'm so happy that it finally happened. Kita, thank you so much for inviting me on this song. I
Yeah.
still love it so much, and I think my first question to you would be, what's sparked the idea for this song? Like the concept is so strong.
Oh yeah. Well, when I was writing my album, I was dissecting relationships around me, my relationships, and I don't know. I feel like everyone has those friends in your group that
Mhm.
don't have the smoothest relationship, or it's a bit up and down, or it's hard. And I feel like, we're both married, we've been through it too, but where it's a human need to like gossip and vent to your friends and tell them a little bit too much, tell them too much of one side of a story. And I don't think anyone's ever thought of the idea of, oh, how am I going to go tell my friends
Yeah, but it's
about it?
such a fun angle because and I remember playing the song for the first time. I heard it once and I was like, yeah, we doing this song. I was in the rehearsal space with the band and he's going through a really rough breakup and they've been back and forth so many times. And he was
Yeah.
actually at the point where he was like, he's been talking so much shit about her. So at this point to go back to her and then being to have to tell all your friends like, yeah, sure, we're
I
back
know.
now. you
Yeah.
know,
We were,
it's so much fun. And I was like, just keep talking to me because I'm writing the verse right now.
oh
And
my God. And
that's
that's where
actually
that
how.
line came from.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
That's my favorite line
and
in the
I've
whole song.
actually, I don't know if you have, but I was in a relationship earlier where we broke up and then went back together and broke
Mm.
up and then back together. And that back and forth thing is like, I think so many people can relate to that. And,
Yeah.
then you're
And can
talking
relate
to all
to
your friends.
overshare.
Yeah, you're oversharing to all your friends, and all your friends are like, yeah, she's trash. And then we're actually back now. So, yeah.
I know. Yeah. It's such a universal theme and I don't know, issue that friends have. And it's like a hardship that friends go through of like, oh, I have to go back
Yeah.
to them and tail between my legs. So I'm just glad that I could write this and you could then make this second verse even better. Um, and another question is what is our favorite lyrics in the song? And mine is actually when you first sang it, when I first heard it on the demo, and I've been talking so much shit about you while you've been gone. I
Yeah.
was just like, oh, you said it just straight to the point, like
Yeah.
straight to the bones of what this song is about.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's my
That's like
favorite lyric.
that's definitely the core for me. I'm just obsessed with I'm just obsessed with the first line of the chorus. Like, how am I gonna tell my friends that you're
Yeah.
back and we good? Like after talking so much shit about you, that is
Yeah.
definitely the core of the song. But the way that that lifts and just the feeling of the chorus is like, yeah, it's a perfect pop song to me. So
Yeah, it really is, huh? And your line leading into the chorus, it's like, I've been talking so much shit about you. And how am I going to tell my friends? It's
mhm,
just, you've
yeah.
elevated the song a hundredfold.
And how does it like conceptually? How does it match the other songs on the album? What are like the main
Yeah.
themes on your album?
So the main theme is rage. And I feel like Tell My Friends it's like when you rage too hard to your friends and when
Mm,
you let your anger kind of spill out too much.
the
Uh,
frustration and
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. And how like it can be a bad thing too because I don't know, you've like you were saying just 2 seconds ago, you hear one side of the story and you're like, yep, she's trash, yes, she's trash. And
Yeah.
I think anger and rage, if it's not handled the right way, can lead to negative consequences, and I feel like this song kind of touches on that. I also find like quite a euphoria in this song. I still feel like I can smile while singing it because it's like, oh, we're back together, like it's fine,
Yeah.
I just need it.
Yeah. It all
It's
worked
like
out.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
I
yeah.
think what's so perfect for me where I am and what I've been doing the past couple years has just been going back to the roots of like just me and a guitar writing,
Mhm.
organic productions, and just let the song and the concepts and the lyrics just carry it. And that's exactly what this song is doing as well. I just released my first song in Danish, and I was like, ah, the time is kind of shit actually. But then again, I was like, actually, it's kind of perfect because it's the same organic
Yeah,
environment. It's that same raw emotions. Just like it doesn't feel like it has a big production. It just feels like it's a song, and here it is, and you
yeah.
just putting it right there on the table for everyone just to be like, oh yeah, I can totally relate to that.
I feel like the worlds are just combining really well at the moment.
I've had so many people send me songs recently, and I think it's very rare for me, at least, because there's some like pride in being a part of writing the song and being there when the initial idea and being in the room and stuff. So for me, it's like there's something about just jumping on a song that feels a little awkward, but this just felt so natural, and I immediately just knew when I heard it, this is right down my alley, and yeah, it was a
I
complete no brainer for me.
I can relate to that. I've really struggled to conceptualize jumping on a song like that,
Yeah,
but it feels now that you've added your twist, you've rewritten that second verse. It doesn't feel like it's my song. It feels like it's ours. Like you've added so much to it
thank
that it
you.
just doesn't even feel like it's just the idea that I wrote with two other incredible songwriters. It's like it feels like yeah, you were there all along. So
I'm there now. That's for sure.
yeah, you're
Yeah.
there. Okay, another question. How does a song come together from two sides of the world?
I mean,
Opposites.
like we spoke about before, it's to me on this song in particular, it didn't really matter that I was not there when you guys gave birth to it. It was like supernatural for me. I knew exactly what I wanted to say. I knew exactly from the moment I heard it that I could put my little twist on it, and I wanted to give it a little bit more like power, just cut to the chase and just scream it. It's a little bit. It was perfect for my range as well because when we
Mm,
took it to the studio, it was like the kind of song where I did a few takes. I always go. I'm such a perfectionist when it comes to my vocals, but it was like that raw emotion of just doing a couple takes and then in and out, and we had to make it happen super quick because I was going
yes.
on tour and stuff. So I was just like, let's. I heard the song, and then a few days after, I was in the studio recording, and that was it. And you sent me like a voice note on Instagram. It's like, I love this, Chris, and I was like, "Fuck, okay, let's go.
That verse, you rewrote it for sure, and I just can't see it being any other way now. So yeah, like I said, it's your song just as much as it is mine
Yeah.
now. It might
But
not feel like it.
it is
Yeah.
crazy kind of doing a collab like this, and you're in Australia and I'm in Denmark. I mean, you can't get possibly further away from each other. So the way we recorded this video, I was doing it in my backyard in my neighborhood, and you were doing it in Byron Bay, probably,
Yeah.
I guess. So that's kind of fun
Yeah.
to see like a split screen where one half is in Australia and one half is in Copenhagen.
And also, I don't think we've either been to each other's countries, have we?
No,
No.
I
So,
think it's one of the only countries I've not visited. So I'm
oh,
looking forward to join you on a
you'll go
show.
for it.
Or
Yeah.
yeah, I need to come.
So,
I'm on the first plane. I'm on the first plane.
it is really a different part of the world, and
Have you ever been to Copenhagen?
never. Mm-mm, it's
No.
been on the list. I mean,
And what
I
about
it
your European tour? What countries are you visiting?
I might be. I should look that up. I
Yeah,
should look it up like right now. I
yeah.
think I am.
I
I
feel
hope I.
like I feel like I saw the list of countries and I was a little disappointed.
Oh,
Maybe I'm wrong, but I
have you
feel like
seen it?
I feel like I didn't see Copenhagen on that list.
Oh my God,
But
no.
yeah, but
I
if you
probably
come to
need to
any
add it
country in
now.
Scandinavia, I'm gonna be there.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
I mean,
I saw
I
you. You
need,
were definitely coming to Paris, and
yes,
I just had a
yes.
show in Paris, so maybe I could just make a
Okay,
little
zip
flight
over.
over and join you there.
I think I need to just come to Copenhagen now because your fan base hopefully will jump on this song
Yeah,
and then come to a show.
yeah,
Okay, we're gonna make it happen. We have
yeah.
to. This is a random question. If Tell My Friends was a flower, what would it be?
A flower. I feel like it would be a rose, a red rose, maybe.
I was gonna say the same thing.
Really?
Same
But
with
that's like
thorns though.
yeah, yeah, exactly. We picked the words, but like one red rose is like the ultimate like apology or like yeah, forgive me, and we're back.
Hmm.
And just
Hmm.
it's my wife's favorite flower, so that's obviously like the first one I think about. But yeah,
I was thinking a red rose because the thorns. It's like it's one of the most beautiful
yeah,
romantic.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
gestures, Valentine's Day, whatever.
If you find yourself buying a bouquet of red roses, then you know you fucked up.
Yeah, yeah,
That's a
yeah.
good sign. Yeah,
This
trying
song
to
though, it's
make
like
them up.
you're buying a bouquet of roses for your best friend. You're like, I'm
Yeah,
sorry. I'm sorry for talking your ear off constantly.
yeah. All right, we got that down. It's a red rose.
Yeah, done. Which of each other's songs, this might put you on the spot, can you see yourself having a verse on? And I can answer first. It's Hamid Gitarin. Did I say it right?
Hamikitan. Yeah,
Hamid
yeah.
Gitarin. Say it again.
Like an Australian Hamikitan.
Hamid Gitarin.
Hamikitan.
I
The
love
guy.
that song.
Thank you. Do you know what it's about?
Yes, I Googled it because I don't speak
Okay,
Dutch. Um, and
Danish.
it's
Danish.
Danish,
Almost the
mate.
same. Almost the same. Yeah. Yeah.
I Googled it and I read up that it's about your wife's perspective a little bit, about how you
Yeah.
come back from tour
Hmm.
and you're the pop star and then you're the husband, then you're the dad. And it's
Yes.
hard to kind of juggle the two.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
exactly right. That's exactly right.
I
I
I can
think
relate
the
to
one
that.
I think the I don't want to hear more about the song because I had such a fun time like diving into your music when I first was looking you up and really was trying to figure out like what you were all about. And you had this big
Mhm.
song. It's called Atmosphere, right?
Yes, with
It's a song
Fisher.
with the yeah. And I was on US tour, and it was so funny because. I had not really known much to you and your music, and then
Yeah.
you were just playing everywhere. All of a
No
sudden, I
way.
was in the gym, and it was like did it, did it, and the same. Then on the radio and stuff, it was just everywhere.
Yeah.
I was like, "Damn, she is getting big. It's getting out of hand now." Yeah, I heard your name, and then it was like I
Oh,
heard your music all over. But that song is such a pop, like such a vibe.
it's so
How how
good.
did
I love that.
how did that come about?
Well, he's a friend. He lives on the Gold Coast, which is like an hour up the coast. But he was actually used to be a pro surfer with my husband, so there was a
Okay.
connection there. And I was
Uh
just the wife of, the friend of a friend. His
yeah.
friend being Owen, and then I'm just the wife. But we went to a friend's birthday party, and I sat him down. I was like, Fisher, I know like I've never done EDM before, but I really think I could help you. And I just kind of hounded him and I was like, send me your songs right now, like your demos. I want to hear what tracks you've got. And I quizzed him, asked him a bunch of questions like, what haven't you written? What do you want to write? Yada, yada, yada. And I feel like me getting to know him and asking those questions musically. I don't really feel like anyone had asked him those like those questions before,
Mm.
um, because he's just an EDM guy. So that's how the song came about, and I think he was pretty shocked that I delivered because I'm just his friend's wife.
But you wrote that song over like one of his beats.
Yeah, over his beats. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Ah,
And
damn, that's a good song. I have a question for you about just music in general and what's your favorite part of the process? Do you love writing the song more, the idea becoming real
yeah,
and hearing it coming out the speakers for the first time? Is it being on stage and connecting with the fans? Is it
it's
doing
definitely
promo? Is it just doing TikToks? What's your favorite thing?
Songwriting's my favorite. Like if I could,
Okay.
I've written a couple of things for like other people, but writing for myself, you know how it is. It's cathartic and
Mm,
it's opening up and it's finally getting time to sit down with your own thoughts. That's my favorite part. And
yeah.
if I could just be an artist that writes and records and releases, that's that would be me done. But I'm really learning to love touring and um, I think because I only started properly touring like 3 or 4 years ago,
Yeah.
even though I've been releasing music for a long time, I still feel like I'm learning the art of touring and
Yeah.
playing live. And I feel like, how long have you been doing it for?
I've been touring since I was like 17, so it's like fucking half my life. And
Wow.
that I was just saying that's my favorite part about it. I love writing songs as well. And I love that high of feeling like being in the studio and writing something where you feel like, ooh, this is good. This might
Yeah.
be, yeah,
Yeah.
this could be the one. But being on stage and feeling the energy of the crowd and that exchange of energies and just seeing them smile and sing along and clap along to words that you wrote somewhere in a fucking basement somewhere,
Yeah.
that is just the best feeling. and I don't even care if it's like 500 or 5,000 people. Just going out there is, yeah, that's my favorite thing.
If you could pick anyone in the world, who would you like to collaborate with next?
Ah, that's a good question. I have so many people that I would love to write with at least.
Yeah.
One of my big like songwriting heroes is John Mayer. I
Oh,
grew up with his music. He was the reason
yeah.
why I picked up a guitar in the first place. Hearing him just doing a solo on one of my songs would be like a dream come true. But also, I
Oh,
feel like his lyrics and his way of writing, the way it's so like relatable and one to one, but at the same time super poetic, and he's like a wizard with words. But yeah, he's definitely one. Um, Bruno Mars is one of my
nice.
favorite voices. Same as Chris Stapleton, if you know that guy.
Yeah.
It's like a Nashville singer songwriter.
Yeah.
He can just sing his face off. Uh,
Yes.
like anything that comes out of that guy's mouth is just like, yeah, insane.
Did
So
he do?
that's
Do you know his song White Horse? That's Chris
yeah,
Stapleton.
yes,
Oh,
yeah,
it's
yeah,
like one of the best songs ever. I heard that he actually, I could be wrong, but he's actually like will drive a Tesla and he wears like basketball jerseys and he's,
yeah,
I
yeah,
could be wrong.
yeah.
Have you heard this too?
No, no, I heard that he used to work at IBM and just be this nerd. And then
Yeah.
he, at some point, he grew his hair out and put on a cowboy hat, and he was just like, yeah, a beast, a
Oh
complete
my God, his
monster.
voice. His voice.
Yeah.
I love that. John Mayer, I grew up listening to him too. So that's,
What are some of your favorite picks? If you could work
um,
with anyone.
I mean, I would love Lindsey Buckingham. Like I grew up listening to Fleetwood Mac. Uh yeah. I mean, just being in the same room as Stevie Nicks. But I was thinking songwriters as well. Amy Allen, I would love to write with her.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. She's my
There's a few people who's just like they just got it, and you try to figure out like what is it? What is that thing that
yeah,
just makes them spit out one song after another? Where it's just like, what?
every time.
Wow.
She's
Yeah.
like to me, she's like the female version of Max Martin right now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. When she's on a song, you just know it has like a certain quality to it.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah,
that thing.
exactly. I mean, Justin Bieber's hot right now. And I mean, he's
Wouldn't be the worst to have a Bieber feature. I mean, yeah.
yeah. Okay. If you went on a joint tour, what must see tourist spots would you show each other from your home countries?
I mean, I would have to take you to Tivoli. That's one of the oldest amusement parks in, I think, in Europe, and it's
Yeah.
such a vibe. Both in the summer and the winter, it's like it's so like it's like walking into a wonderland. You know, we have this very famous Danish author called Hans Christian Andersen, and
Mhm.
it's like walking into one of his fairy tales. It's like, yeah, old and vintage in the best possible way.
Okay, I don't know if I've seen this online, but when it's snowing, so it's quite old and it's like magical, like you said, Winter
Yeah, yeah,
Wonderland.
yeah.
Okay,
Hmm.
maybe I have seen it. I mean, I've never heard of it, but I feel like I've seen what you're talking about.
Yeah. We also have this, it's like a community within a community. It's called Christiania. It's where I used to live right next to it for like 10 years. And it's such a vibey place. It's just like a lot of like, it's a very diverse part of
Right.
town. Yeah, it's
Okay,
super hyped and super like hipster, but yeah, just a great
amazing.
vibe. You can get great food and people are just like having a very chill time.
Oh my God, amazing.
Yeah, that's a vibe too.
I would take you immediately to
Surfing.
Byron Bay.
Yeah.
Yeah, where I'm from, and we'd take you surfing. Byron Bay has been like, I kind of say it's like the Hollywood Hills of Australia.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's it's so random. You'll be walking down the street and you'll see some crazy A-lister that's from Hollywood and you're like, what are you doing here? Or like it's so weird. It's like a unicorn place where the bay is crystal clear turquoise. It's protected. There's animals everywhere. It's got incredible restaurants, even though it's a tiny town. So like I'd bring you straight to my hometown. And then you'd have to see Sydney. I mean, I love Sydney and I think
Yeah.
it's one of the most beautiful cities in the world. The harbour, I mean, you can get to the most beautiful beaches. You can be in the city for a meeting and then go sunbake at Bondi Beach or Clovelly and it's I love Sydney just because there's beaches in the city, stunning beaches.
Mm.
Um,
Oh, damn! I
yeah.
have to go. I have to go. Me and my wife, we
And
had this vacation in New Zealand a couple of years
ah,
ago, where we just had 5 weeks and just drove around in a like a big mobile home, and it was the best. And really considering doing that in Australia,
I
just
mean,
really,
Australia's a lot bigger.
yeah. I know,
I
I know.
think it's the same size as America, but like,
Yeah,
yeah.
that
I mean,
that can be true.
I've never driven to the West Coast. We love flying there, and that is a part of the Australia that you have to explore. It's just like raw beauty. It's like red sand, turquoise beaches, pink lakes, because it's
Damn,
yeah, it's
damn,
insane.
damn. Yeah, yeah.
Australia is a really
That's
good
on my.
place.
That's definitely on my bucket list. Yeah.
Christopher, do you also have a favorite place in South Korea you think I should go see?
You have to visit Seoul. I mean, Seoul is one of the most progressive fashion, like on the beat. It just has such a happening vibe. You just feel
Yeah.
like they're like first movers when it comes to the music, to the movies. First movers in Asia, but you're also just seeing like big movies like Parasite and Squid Game and K-pop. Everything that's coming out of that city right now is just feeling like super hot, and it's great food. People are looking super fly. It's me. I'm a big meat lover, so it's just meat and suju, which is their like rice wine. It's more like vodka, and then cast beer and like yeah. I mean, that's one
We
of my
love it.
favorite places in the entire world. Yeah,
I love bibimbap.
yeah, 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 yeah. That's good
Like
too.
I can eat 3 bowls of that in like one sitting. I'm like more, more, more.
Yeah, yeah.
My daughter's name is Rumi, and that's the
The
lead
Huntrix.
character. Yeah, yeah.
Yes. Okay. But both of my girls are like dressed as Rumi just this morning. So
Oh
yeah,
my
we're
god,
we're
amazing.
we're very big on Huntrix and the braids and the clothes and
I
everything.
love it. Well, thank you everyone for your questions and all your support for Tell My Friends. Make sure to tell your friends and watch the video and listen to the song.
Oh yeah. Thank you, Kita. Thank you for having me on this monster of a song.